Hello everybody, welcome back. Some Skyrim Special Edition, picking up where we left off. We are
I don't like the look of this.
in the Falmer camp here. We just came out of, I think, the Glacial Crevice. And
Where'd you come from?
we're heading towards our last way shrine. And once, I'm trying to remember, it's been, it's been a week for me since I played it. We need to make it to the last way shrine, and then like use it to travel back to one of the other ones, so that we can, because we missed one of the items, I think. I also may have to restart the game. I don't know how noticeable it is to you, but it is very noticeable to me that I'm getting a little bit of I don't know, a weird frame rate, I feel. But we'll kill this guy and then I'll restart the game. Alright, come here, big guy.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Because this guy should have another paragon. Yeah, the diamond one. I also think I should have went to the bathroom before I started recording this, so I might do that as well since I have to restart the game anyway. Yeah, grab that. Alright, yeah, I'll throw down a save here, and then I'll have to restart the game because it's doing something weird. I don't think it's because that other game is installing. Alright, well, hopefully. Yeah, that looks a little better. I guess we'll find out once we actually start doing shit, but it does seem a little better. Alright. And I feel significantly better after that. But, anyway, continuing on. Let's head out. Recording this a little bit later in the morning than I normally do on Saturday, but I was so close to... I had 3 episodes left of Beelzebub, so I figured I would finish that instead, or finish that first this morning. And I gotta say, I really liked the show, but they kind of ended it in kind of like a manner. Like it was like very much a letdown, the ending. Just like pretty much everything about the, well, not everything about the ending, I guess. Like the final episode was definitely a letdown. They had a good ending and then they undid it. And like it made, but you know, odds are, my guess based on the ending is they undid it so that they could then make more for the manga. Which is a shame that that happens so often, where it's like, ah, here's our ending, and then like it's like, man, this actually made a lot of money. Maybe we should, you know, make more. It's like, but we ended it. It's like, it's just, you know, unended. And it feels like that's what they did with this one. That prick over there is the one electrocuting. No, apparently Serana finished off that guy.
That'll teach you.
Nothing up there. But yeah, it was very much kind of a lackluster kind of ending, but you know, which is a real shame considering it's 60 episodes long. Like I watched 60 episodes of that show. Like I could have watched like 5 other animes in the time it took me to watch that one.
Where'd you come from?
No, it does look like I have to go up to leave, so we'll have to explore down as well. Because there should be, I think, another book here somewhere, and that's I think what we're missing,
Who's there?
or what we missed before was a book. Okay. Oh right, and I got my new Soul Tear shout all up and running. almost forgot about that. But yeah, I would still recommend watching Beelzebub. It is very funny.
Let's get indoors. Or
Has a lot of filler
anywhere.
episodes right at the end,
Out of
though. Like,
this.
it's 60 episodes, but like... fuck, I didn't want that. I want the... Why can't I pick up the eggs? Oh, because apparently they weren't over there. Alright. But yeah, there's 60 episodes, but I gotta say, like, episode, like 40-something to 47 is all filler. Like, some of them are funny and good. One of them I just skipped entirely because it was, like, just the premise of it was stupid. Because, like, they just used the cast of the show just to, like, tell one of the legends. And it could very well be funny. I imagine it was a funny episode. Fuck you. I imagine it was a funny episode, but it's just, like, I'm here to watch these people deal with their stuff, not... Like, if I want to watch Journey to the West, I would watch a Journey to the West show, you know? But yeah, I also watched a couple of Cuckoos, which is... It's... Well, it only had 6 episodes out, and I did not realize that when I started watching it. So, based, like, on... I have to assume that there's more coming out, and I just didn't realize that it was one of the ones that was coming out. And because I 100% thought that it was like an older one that had been finished. So I am looking forward to more episodes of it. Okay, let's see. What is supposed to be here? Okay, so there's supposed to be a chieftain's tent, but I don't know. Because our map kind of sucks, but I guess we're still kind of going this way, so maybe the chieftain's tent is over here. Is this the, or no? Oh, I mean there's spider eggs here, but I guess. Oh fuck off, chorus eggs here. Good God, so much shit that I picked up that I don't. I don't know how I keep getting these arrows. I'm assuming that they're shooting the arrows into me, and because it's not killing me, I'm just getting them, but... Oh, apparently I filled this with a soul. Interesting. It's the fox pelt I didn't want. Quicksilver ore. Okay. Oh, well, no, I clearly wasn't over here before. Maybe that's the chieftain's tent? I don't know. But yeah, it was good. The premise of it is, how much? Yeah, it should be fine. The premise of it is, there were kids switched at birth in the hospital, and, oh good, I didn't miss the book. And the show is based around, you know, the parents finding out, like, 15 years later or something, it must have been. But yeah, finding out like 15 years later and deciding that, you know, they would like to meet the kids that they gave birth to. And yeah, I mean, 6 episodes in, so far it's good. They really haven't done a whole lot with the whole switched at birth thing. It just seems to have been how they get the character, like how they get the 2 characters together, basically, or like their excuse for the 2 characters having to be together. But yeah, it's pretty funny so far. It reminds me a huge amount of Nisekoi, like an insane amount like it, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, I really like that show too. In fact, I've been thinking of rewatching it. Because I did really enjoy it, but yeah, it's just kind of weird. But yeah, depending on how it goes. I mean, there's one thing that I don't understand though is like inheriting a shrine in Japan, like a huge, like I shouldn't have a boyfriend, like I can't, like I'm not allowed to have a boyfriend type deals, like I can fully understand that, you know, running a shrine, especially one as big as the one that was in the show,
Where'd you come from?
might be, you know, like a lot of work in that, but at the same time, you know, you're gonna like the girl is inheriting it from her mother, so obviously her mother had a relationship while running the shrine, or her father had a relationship while running the shrine. I guess I don't know which side of the family it was being passed down through, but still, it's just very confusing to me as somebody who doesn't know anything about shrines. Oh,
you found the Way Shrine of Radiance, Initiate. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
yes.
May the blessings of Ariel protect you as you climb the road to the Inner Sanctum and final enlightenment.
Let's get our final bit of water here. Although for some reason we can only go to the Shrine of Learning. Although, yeah, I was gonna say I think that I do actually remember that being a bug. All right. So obviously with this we can then go to the end of. Well, I mean we still have like another little section in front of us, but I want to check our books. How many unknown books do we have? Volume 1 and 4. We're missing Volume 2 and 3. Fucking hell! I thought we were only missing 1. All right. Hang on. Let's see. Volume 1 there. We should have that amethyst and well, there's the sapphire paragon. Great that I started on that. There's the amethyst one. The emerald one we should have. Yes. That one. Okay, volume 3 book we are missing, obviously, because we only have 1 and 4. And then the diamond paragon, book 4. Okay. So yeah, we have to go. Okay, what number is that? That is number 14 on this map. Which is up there, which means our closest way shrine would be Resolution, it looks like. Hopefully. Alright, let's see. Blank, that one's Learning. Darkfall, there it is. Shrine of Resolution. And then we need to. Oh my, that was loud.
May Ariel's glow shield you from your enemy.
Okay, so if we're there, we need to head north, west, and stick. Figure out where the fuck this. Oh right, we never went into this cave that's over here either. Not that there's really a whole lot in there, but. And this just says it's in it's a Falmer tent in the mountains. Great. Perfect, because that tells me a huge amount. Yeah, so hopefully we can find this book. I mean, there's no way it would be. No, because it's way over there, right? Yeah, no, there's no way that it would be in that tent. But yeah, other than that, oh, I did start another anime as well called I was gonna say Horiyama, but I think that's one that I think that I have on my list to watch, but I don't think I've actually started that one yet. Oh, what the hell is dude's name now? Because I'm pretty sure the name of the show is just the name of the guy, like the name of the main character. It's, yeah, whatever. It's like a high school Sherlock Holmes type deal, except, you know, he has really zero interest in actually being a detective, but he can do the same shit as Sherlock, you know. Although I will say, they do show a little bit more, or at least they have a little bit more room for growth. Because like whenever somebody does like a young Sherlock Holmes, they always seem to be exactly as good as Sherlock Holmes is, even though, you know, his character is older. Whereas this guy here, I mean, one of the, I guess, like the second, like, actual case that they take, because I mean, he does solve other things every now and then. Oh, is this actually the cave right here that we didn't go in? Sharp Slope Cave, it sure is. But that's good, because the book we're looking for is just to the south of this exit. Yeah, that goes to, oh, here we are. Oh, hang on, I have my phone with me. I don't know why. Hang on, 1 second. Hayuka, I guess, is the name of it. Which is not the name of the main character, I don't think. No, because his character name is like Otaro or something.
Who's there?
But yeah, he's like a young Sherlock Holmes type guy, and it's pretty good so far. He's a very lazy individual. I have a feeling he can fight though, just because like he said something about like his sister was like a master of some martial art or something. But yeah, there's yeah, it's a good show so far. I didn't realize that it was as long as it was. Like, it has 22 episodes, which is weird, so I'm wondering if it's not finished yet either. But I've watched 12 of them so far, and they're good. The last case they did was they needed to figure out the ending that the writer was planning for the movie.
Where'd you come from?
Sorry, Serana.
Done and done.
Which was cool. I did really enjoy his ending that he made to the movie. It was wrong, because which was obvious. Like I would say, spoiler, his theory about what the ending was going to be, and the ending that they actually ended up using for the movie, because he didn't figure it out until later that he was wrong. Yeah, it was wrong, which is what I mean. Like what I was saying before there about them not having him be as good as Sherlock Holmes, because like he did, you know, he forgot, like he missed a couple things. Like it's if you remember when I was talking a long time ago, to be fair, a long time ago, may still have been playing Skyrim. Also, news, before I forget, fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla getting more DLC, free DLC to end off the game. So be on the lookout for that. I need to look up when it's coming out, but yeah, be on the lookout for that. But yeah, if you remember a long time ago when I was watching Psych, and I was talking about how Sean and Gus together were Sherlock Holmes, like, and by the way, that's Sharp Slope Cave. I don't think there's anything else in there, but if there is, I didn't see it. But anyway, I need to go south, it looks like. Oh, so I need to go through there to go up. But south of this area is the book. in some tent, so it's like in one of those up there, which means I should probably go back through the cave. Because like Sean had like the deduction and everything, whereas Gus had all the worthless knowledge, right? And this show is actually kind of similar to that. In fact, if it wasn't for two of the characters, it would be exactly like that, because you have the main guy, which I think is Otaro or whatever. I suck with Japanese names. Whereas he has like the deduction skills, and he does notice like he does notice stuff in that. And he has a friend that very proudly proclaims himself as a database, because he has all of this worthless knowledge, right? Which he does showcase throughout the show. But then there's also these two girls. There's the one girl who's like super smart, apparently. Not that she really shows it in any of the episodes so far, but apparently she's like top of the class for grades, so good for her. But like she's a very personable person. And then there's another girl who's a very angry little person, but you know. And they're all part of a classic lit club at the school, which the only reason the main guy even joined it was because his sister made him, because she had been a part of the classic lit club, and she had found out for some reason. I don't know how much. I mean, I guess there's a lot of people who like keep in touch with like high school, because apparently that was like the only time in their life that they felt like they mattered or something, because I don't understand it. I went to high school. When I was done with it, I was like, all right, I guess I'm done with it. I never have to think or see this place again. She heard that the Classic Lit Club didn't have like any members for a while now, so the school was just going to just can it, be like, all right, it's just not a thing anymore. So she got her brother to join it so that wouldn't happen, and then his friend joined with them because why not? And the one girl, the angry one, joined with them because she has a crush on his friend. And then the other girl joined because her uncle had been a part of it. There's Sharp Slope Key, which means I need to go south. But yeah, like combined, they kind of, you know, because like his friend is all like the useless knowledge. The one girl is more personable than him, so she has more insight into the like the human aspect of it. Like one of the like she's who helped. Well, I mean, they all helped him realize that he was wrong with his theory about the movie script. Granted, this book is, because I'm not seeing any more Falmer tents over here, but it is supposed to be. Oh, maybe it's in this one. Come on, book. Yes, got it. All right. But yeah, because like none of them were there when he first put forth his, like when he first figured out like his original theory about it. Oh, what the hell was down here? That's a shame. But you know, then after they all watch the movie, they're like, hey, what about this? And like, you know, the other, like his friend came up and was like, hey, what about this? And then like that didn't seem to come into play. And then like the one girl came up and was like, hey, what about this? Because that didn't really seem to come into play either. And then the final girl, which is the one he's clearly in love with, because she's the only character on that show that can realistically like get him to do, well, pretty much anything. I mean, he does fight it a little bit, but overall, if she asks him to do something, odds are he's going to do it. She was like, hey, like, you know, I don't, like, I may not know this person a lot, but I just feel like, you know, this, and this, right? And then he's like, oh, because, you know, he didn't really think of, you know, the person writing the script, right?
May Ariel's glow shield you from your enemies.
Sight, learning, that's Darkfall. That one's blank. Radiance, there we go. But yeah, then, you know, he did correct his theory
May Ariel's
to more
radiance
accurately
fill
portray
your heart with joy.
what the writer, the original writer,
It
intended.
has to be the place. I've never seen a building like that before. It looks like some kind of temple. Never
Yeah.
saw anything like this back on the island.
Well, your island is very small, so I mean, it makes sense. Like, outside of your castle, do you really see anything on that island? Alright.
This is a statue of Ariel, but it's using the older signs of his power. This temple must be ancient.
See that
The bell
about.
has to be in here.
Yeah, we should be able to finish this. This part of the DLC. I was gonna say we should be able to finish this DLC, this part, but that's not true at all. But we should be able to finish this part of it, like the Forgotten Vale part. Let's get some water in this basin. Don't know what these other symbols are though. Water flows into there. Hey. And now we can enter the Inner Sanctum. Okay. Filter resist cold, eh? I feel like that didn't work out too well for you there, buddy.
These Falmer, they're frozen in the ice.
Sure
I
are.
wonder how long they've been like this. And I thought the Soul Cairn was creepy.
Well, I mean the Soul Cairn. Yeah, I guess it really depends on how you look at it, right? Because I mean, like the Soul Cairn, they were still moving in that. Like you knew they were dead, but like they were still moving around in that. Whereas all these guys are frozen in place, right? But yeah, this here's the Inner Sanctum. We were technically here once before because of the one Paragon, but there's a couple of doors that are like this. I don't think you can lock yourself behind them. Oh, maybe you can because there's an altar there as well. But yeah, obviously you lose the Initiate's Ear when you do it. Oh.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Yeah, it will. Okay, so this should be our final Paragon, the ruby one. Okay, but we got another door there that we can get through with the Ewer, but obviously we kind of need it. Should be fine if we just grab it, right? Probably, maybe. I think if we just do that. So that'll close behind us, but that's fine. Aha! Treasure! There is a reason why they're giving us a bunch of elven arrows here. Which has to do with the bow that we're gonna get, Oriel, like the bow that we're here to get, Ariel's bow. Because to use its actual like powers, you do specifically need the elven arrows. Okay, let's make sure Serana's out here. Her Wrathman didn't follow us, but maybe he's even just dead on the other side, who knows. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where we actually need to go for this. I'm assuming it's just through here. Probably. I want to say there's like a big elevator or something that we take up to face the final boss of this area. Which is, to be fair, and actually like a pretty hard boss fight, especially for considering our level, probably. Oh. Doesn't matter now, does it? Somehow I doubt that I could soul trap that guy. Well, I could probably soul trap him, but I doubt that I could raise him from the dead, considering he breaks into pieces. Let's see, what is this one though? Oh, that's probably, yeah, that. Okay. Yeah, okay, we're good. Yeah, that's it. Actually, we still have to go through, or we still have to go back to the Paragon Shrine and insert the other Paragons that we've collected since then. But other than that, and I mean, there's nothing like super important past them. I think our last book is past one of them. But yeah, I think our last book is through it. At least I hope so, because there's only the 4 of them, and we have 3 of the 4. And we're only missing volume 2, so I'm gonna go with the assumption that it's past that. Here we are. Man, this place really did get just shit on, didn't it? Like, look at this. Oh, look at it, we can actually get behind the walls, which is cool. Alright. Man, I don't know what to do. Because, I mean, like, I haven't really been... Like, I played some more Just Cause 4, but I mean... Don't really have much more to say about that. I mean, I've done basically, like, a third of the game now, I think. And I mean, but I can't say that, like, I'm enjoying it any more or less than I was previously. I mean, like, it's a fun enough game, but like I said, I do believe Just Cause 3 is better. And I mean, other than that, I don't really...
Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow?
Yep, and apparently Serana really did.
Exactly as I predicted, and brought your fetching companion to me.
Wait, is he talking about me?
Which, I'm sorry to say, means your usefulness is at an end.
Where'd you come from?
Ah!
Oh. Oh, right, all this shit is frozen, so I'm not even sure if my soul shout will raise them. Because, I mean, it really wouldn't make sense, would it?
Where'd you come from?
I mean, we'll wait to find out. Oh, they're a little bit sturdier than I thought. Oh, look at that, she actually summoned the Mystic. How you doing over there, Serana? You doing good? Guess so. Cleared out yours before mine.
But a wasted effort.
Can I break it?
Nothing but your own deaths.
Watch out! He's pulling down the ceiling!
Ow. Is that it?
Where'd you come from?
Was that supposed to do more damage to me? Because it did not do very much. I feel like I'm getting hit in the back. Yep.
Done and
This
done.
has gone on long enough.
Where'd you come from?
My life ended long before you were born.
I do believe that he does pull down more of the ceiling, but obviously if you just stand where he first pulled it down, you don't particularly have to worry about it.
Done and done.
No, I won't let you ruin centuries of preparation.
Surrender and give us the power. You alright? Come on, we can do this. I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
Yeah, I gotta say, this fight is a lot more epic than like the last fight of the DLC that we did. Oh look, there's another way shrine. You also have to be careful when you fight this guy to not knock him off the ledge if you want any of
Enough,
this stuff.
Arthur. Give us the bow.
How dare you? I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted you. Yes, yes, we've heard this sad story.
Gelibor and his kind are easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana. You tell me what I am.
You're a vampire? But Ariel should have protected you.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me. I swore I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a pure vampire. The blood of a daughter of Cold Harbor.
You were waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Well, too bad for you. I intend on keeping it. Let's see if your blood has any power to it.
What trickery is this?
Where'd you come from?
Yeah, frick.
Powers are no match for mine.
You wanted that?
I won't fall for your tricks.
Hey, Fatul!
That'll teach you.
Farewell.
And then obviously we'll take all of his armor and see if we have anything that we can drop onto his body so that we can carry it. Because I want to keep the ancient polymer stuff. I mean, I have all that, but none of that's really all that. And I'm gonna have, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to get rid of all this shit, isn't it? I only need to get rid of 7 pounds, right? Food, no, I mean, I got a bunch of potions I guess I could get rid of. I mean, I have nothing that weighs a huge amount, right? You know what? I don't need the shell bug chip. Or at least I don't need 3 of them, so there we go. But yeah, you can Fusrodam off of this building, which obviously insta-wins you the fight, but at the same time, you then lose all of his stuff.
So the deed has been done. The restoration of this way shrine means that Verther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him.
Yeah, they weren't the ones that were the problem.
What? What are you talking about?
He was a vampire.
A vampire? I see. That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here.
Why?
Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Auriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you.
You're welcome.
You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the Chantry. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than you. If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask.
Alright. There we go. We now have Auriel's bow. And we got sun-hallowed elven
It's good
arrows.
to speak to you again. I trust you're faring well.
Yeah, what will happen to the Chantry now?
While it would fill me with joy to see the Chantry back to its former glory, that time has long since passed. Now that my brother's dead, it's quite possible I'm the last of our kind.
That I've contributed to the extinction.
There's no need for that kind of talk. I said it was possible. It's also quite possible that there are some other isolated conclaves of snow elves, nestled elsewhere on Nirn. I'll also assume Verther didn't exactly give you the option to stay your hand.
No, not exactly. So now what will you do?
For the time being, I will remain here on the Overlook and continue trying to keep the Sanctum free of the betrayed. You're always welcome to return here at any time, of course.
Alright.
Farewell.
I don't care about any of that. So, if we go to Auriel's bow, you'll see 10 points of sun damage, undead targets take triple damage. I don't think you can smith it up, but as you can tell, it's not a bad enchantment. And then the Sun-Hallowed Evernote causes sunburst attack to nearby targets if shot at the sun with Auriel's bow. So if you use these with Auriel's bow and you shoot it into the sun, it will actually do... Actually, I guess I can just show you what it does, eh?
Friend, may the glow of Auriel shield you from your enemies.
There's the sun, there's the sun, and boosh. And that...
It's not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
As you can see, it does a shit ton of damage to stuff. Like, we just killed an ice wraith. I don't even know where the ice wraith was.
Not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
Alright, so what do we do now?
I think we both know. It's time to face my father. If we don't, he'll keep chasing us for the rest of our lives.
Well, if we do, he'll have to die.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not easy. But I don't think we have much of a choice. No, this has to end here and now.
Then let's face him together.
If we head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be knee-deep in his friends. Let's head back to Isran and let him see what we've got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two.
Alright. Obviously I need my sword back. Whoops, not Thunderbolt, sword. Alright, so now this does work once again. The portals are here, they're just not showing up. Okay, so God, where's the nearest shrine to that? No, number 5 and 11 seem to be the ones closest to it. 5 is way over there, 11 is right there. Ugh. I still don't know which one would actually be better, but I guess 11 probably work better, which is resolution. Thank you, Serana. Perfect. So yeah, we'll throw our paragons in the thing. And then we'll go... Oh right, we get Auriel. Fuck me, I'm not gonna have enough inventory space for that. I mean, I barely had enough for the bow. Actually, the bow might be considered yeah, come to think of it, I don't think I actually had enough for the bow. I mean, like, I'm carrying so much that just weighs like nothing. right? I guess I'll just wait until I get to the bow. Actually, you know what? Ingredients, let's ditch. I ditch like all but, there we go. 7 should be enough, yeah? Okay, I need to go, we're going from here, I need to head south and then east. And, oh right, it's right over here. I remember now. But yeah, we'll go do this. We'll go put all of our stuff away in the, I don't think I can get rid of Oriel's bow right now, but we'll go put all of our stuff in the vault that we can. And then obviously in between parts, I will get rid of the rest of the crap in my inventory. And then next part, we'll finish the DLC. There won't be a whole lot to it, I'll admit, but okay, let's see. Which, we did these in the right order, which means we only did the amethyst and sapphire ones, yeah? Okay, let's do diamond. Okay, which is, I think, just this chest. Now, obviously, there's some of these, like this one, where you can drop down, or even, like, go over it, and not go back through this, but if you do that, obviously, you can still get back to the Paragon platform and clear it out. Okay. So we'll do Emerald next. Okay, good. Yeah. So here we are. We're actually above one of the waterfalls. If we look at our map, we should actually... no, it's not gonna... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so as you can see, there's the Shrine of Sight. There's the Inner Sanctum. So yeah, we're just over there from it. But over here, I'm thinking the pillars, maybe not. Hang on. I thought it was here. Usually where the pillars are, but maybe not. Maybe it's the other direction, because I do see some more ruined pillars this way. But yeah, this should be our last book, and then our last paragon that we have to put in should get us Ariel's shield. I want to be very careful because I don't want to drop off of this, but this seems to be Holy Ebony Bow. No, I don't want the sword. I want the... Nope, I don't want the chest. Go. Yeah, we can take all that. Why not? Why not? Because we're supposed to be picking up a shield, duh. I really gotta stop picking up, like, alchemy ingredients or something. But if I can get my alchemy up high enough to get that last perk point where I can learn all of the attributes just by eating it, then at that point I shouldn't have to carry any or pick up any alchemy ingredients, right? Okay, get rid of that one. Finally, the ruby one. The Forgotten Vale Forest. Now, we do have a fight ahead of us in this one. First, we must find that fight. Should actually be able to hear it, because I don't think we the only ones fighting. Although, I guess it depends if we got close enough for the game to load any of this area before, because I don't know where it is in relation to anything else. So, oh, here he is. I turned away because I didn't want him to be risen up again. Stores the energy of blocked attacks. Performing a power bash will release the stored energy. Damn it, that's what I was afraid of. So yeah, for that one there, if you block with it and then bash, it'll just do some extra damage. Oh no, there seems to be another enemy around. Another troll. So yeah, when you come here, that Balmer will actually be fighting these trolls. Teamwork. I mean, yeah, you've been helping me out a lot. That specific fight, though, not so much. Alright. Now, hopefully I can fast travel out of this place, because that is everything there is there. Actually, before we go to the vault, we may as well go to here first. Because then we can turn in the Falmer books, and then get the copies that we can actually display. And then that'll be even more stuff we can get out of our inventory. Yay. But yeah, as for like that main quest itself, I don't think there's any like alternate ways or anything you can do it. I'm pretty sure like what we did there is like the only way.
All this knowledge might have been lost were it not for you.
So, any interest in ancient Falmer tombs?
Well, I haven't seen one of these beauties in a long time. A rare find in the original Falmer language. You're damn right I'm interested. Question is, are you selling?
Depends how much you're paying.
Well, considering no one else in Skyrim would buy something they couldn't possibly read, I'd say you don't have much of a choice. Tell you what, you bring me books like this, and I'll pay 1,000 gold each. I'll even throw in a translated edition I have for free. Interested?
Deal.
Here you go.
I shouldn't be carrying too much. Why am I carrying too much to run? I gave him a book and he gave me one back. Was his books heavier? The fuck does that make sense? Alright, well, I guess. Dude, since you gave me heavier books. Oh, oops, no, I did want to keep one of each. There we go. That's what you get for giving me books. Okay, now actually I want to see how extensive are these ones, because I mean, wow, there's a foreword, so they're obviously a lot longer than I'm willing to sit here and read, especially since there'd be 4 of them. Yeah, you'll have to I mean, if you really want to know what they mean, you can look them up and find out, but yeah, I'm not going to. That's a lot. I'm sure they're interesting as well, but there's a limit to how much reading I'm willing to do in a game. At once, anyway. Like, if we had got those books and they were translated immediately, I may have read them as we got them, but the fact that it's all 4 all at once, it's like, yeah, it's a lot. Now, we may not be able to give up Ariel's bow, but the shield can go there. Oh, we can get rid of the bow, good, because we won't need it. Can get rid of the scrolls now. Sun and Blood can go up, but for some reason, Dragon is constantly broken. That journal. Sky, Diary of whatever. Oh, Serana, don't be a bitch. The trade, go, got some more books up there now. And if we go over here, this display should actually... Ruby. Oh, fuck, I didn't take the rupee one back out. I'll have to... Okay, well, I'll go grab that in between parts. Oh, fuck, I can't believe I forgot to take the ruby one back. But I think that's all that we have that goes in here, yeah? Good, alright. So yeah, I'll go back and get the ruby one, and then get rid of the rest of the stuff in my inventory. And then, yeah, next part we'll finish the Dawn Guard DLC. I don't know how long it'll be. It might be very short, and if it is very short, then I think it'll just have to be a short part, because I don't think it would be very good to finish the Dawn Guard DLC and then immediately go into Dragonborn. But I am excited to get to Dragonborn. It's the last DLC. I actually found out yesterday, despite how long I feel we've been going on Skyrim, still not as long as our Assassin's Creed Valhalla Let's Play. Because I think when I looked yesterday, or whenever, I had 127 Skyrim videos, but Valhalla was 136. And I was like, oh man, we're like barely going to pass that when we finish Dragonborn. Because I don't think it'll take us like 20 parts to finish. But then I read the thing, and it's like, there's more Valhalla DLC coming out to like finish off Eivor's story. It's like, oh, so it probably won't even beat Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Thursday for the conclusion of Dawn Guard. Whoops, sorry, Serana.